Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Trading Made Easy right here on YouTube. It has been such a long time. I miss you guys. I miss you guys. And I am so excited to get back in the swing of things, coming to you more regularly, teaching you basic, simple, easy strategies in the market and showing you how to maximize the simplicity trading system. That's what you're going to get here at Trading Made Easy. And to be perfectly honest, I was contemplating as I was merging myself back in. I was contemplating, what I really want to provide here at this channel. I could go several ways with that. I can come to you twice a week. I can come to you twice a week and do markups, right? You see a lot of that. And I can come to you and I can actually teach you basic Forex fundamentals and how to see the market in a simple, easy way. And I decided to do a cross between both. Before I do markups, I can come on here every week and I can mark up charts and I can talk as I'm marking it up. But if you don't understand basic fundamental Forex principles, that's only going to that's not going to help you, right? That's not going to really help you. And my goal is for you to become an independent trader, being able to come to the charts, look at what price is doing, and effectively maximizing, in my opinion, one of the best indicator systems in the market, and that's the simplicity trading system. And so that's my goal, that is my objective, and that is what I'm going to primarily focus on. However, markups will be a part of that. But we're going to deal with first things first, and that is the foundation where it all starts. And it starts with market structure, right? Market structure. We're never, ever going to get away from that. And so, again, I want to point out as well, the videos are not going to be very long. And I have to really be mindful of that, right? Because I am a teacher at heart, and my goal is to inform and to educate you. And I personally don't really know how to effectively do that in 5 minutes, right? But I'm going to make every effort to keep my videos short and just focus on one area at a time, one area at a time. And then, of course, it'll be up to you all to go through the videos. And of course, you can certainly go over to my calendar so that we can have our one-on-one time, as well as our mastery course. There's just great things there on my calendar that you can actually get involved in to have some more in-depth training, right? So hopefully that is fair, right? Because some people, a lot of people on YouTube, they come in to get one thing. They just looking for one piece of the puzzle, right? And they don't want to have to go through 15, 20, 30 minutes of video to get that. And so I want to accommodate them as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get started. Let me share my screen, and we're going to start at the very beginning, where it all begins, right? Where it all begins. And it all begins with price, right? With price. One of the keys that I want to point out is less is best. Less is best, meaning if you don't have all the indicators on your chart, you'll have more clarity as to what you're looking at, and it will serve you far better. You then can use whatever indicator that you are going to be using to confirm what you've already identified. Now, I am an advocate for the simplicity trading system. My training evolves around that. And what I do show you is how to maximize it, right? I show you how to do that. Keep in mind the simplicity, as well as any other indicator in the whole Forex industry, do not teach you how to trade, right? It does not teach you how to trade. And what I have found in our community as a lot of individuals are looking at the indicator, the simplicity system, and other indicators to teach them, to tell them where to go, what the market is doing, what is price doing. And that, my friend, is a huge, huge error. And you will not benefit from it, right? You won't have good days, right? Good trading days. So my goal is to teach you how to work with price independent of the indicators, okay? And then we add that on. So we're going to deal with price. The first thing that I want to talk about is market structure. Now, a lot of you that are plugging in right now probably have at least a year of trading experience, or you've been involved in Forex, you've been around the block, you know what a pip is, you know what lot sizes are, you know what leverage and all of that kind of stuff, you know what that is, you know what support and resistance is. And so that's a good thing. But I'm still going to focus on structure, what it is and what it is not. What it is and what it is not. The first thing, what is structure? Structure is a pattern. That's all it is. It's a pattern that price makes repetitively, right? It's a pattern. Now, how we identify the structure is with support and resistance, right? Because price moves up to a certain point, stops, and turn around. Price goes down to a certain point, stops, and turns around. Whenever that happens, it's creating structure. And what we do is we learn how to read this. Well, first we learn how to identify the structure. Then we learn how to read it. We learn how to understand what this means. What does this particular structure means? One thing that you want to also remember about price is that it repeats itself, right? So rely on the left side. There are many traders who don't believe that the left side of the chart brings value. I beg to differ. I adamantly believe that it brings value and that it allows you to see what price did previously, because when we understand the characteristics of price, we know one of the characteristics is that price repeats itself. Well, if price repeats itself and I can look left to see what it did in the past, then it's highly likely that it's going to do what? Make the same patterns, make the same moves in the future. So how could not looking left, how could that not be a great asset to us as traders? So I totally believe that, right? And back testing will prove it. And as I continue with my training, I'll prove it that it brings value, right? The key is, as a trader, is we want leverage. We want an edge. And everything that price does, if we're reading it correctly, gives us the edge. And the more edge we have, the greater profit potential we gain. So that is my philosophy. That is how I read the market. I look at the market in my opinion, a very simple way, because I am looking at structure. I've spent 4 years, a little over 4 years at this point, studying it, right? Patterns, structure, behavior, getting to know price in different pairs because they have different behaviors. But overall, there are some things that it does all the time. And that is, one is it repeats itself. That's all I need to know, right? Price is going to go up to a certain point and turn around. Price is going to go down to a certain point and turn around. Every time that happens, you want to draw a line. I'm giving you the sauce right now, okay? Every time that happens, you want to draw a line. And let's do it real quick. Let's do it real quick. See how price came up, stopped, and did what? Push back down. So I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to drop a line. I'm gonna drop a line. Okay. So let's look at this one. Price was here, went down, stopped, turned around, somewhere around in this point, right? And went back the other way. What did I just identify? And I know that I can't hear you, right? But you all are with me. I feel you. I feel you in the spirit. I know that you all are with me. What did I just identify? I identified structure, right? Price is telling us something between these two price points. Come on. Price is telling us something between these two price points. The question is, what is it saying? What is it saying? And that's what we as traders, that's what we want to learn how to identify and read the market so that we can better position ourselves for the trade. So the first thing it's telling us is that we're in consolidation, right? Because price hasn't broke this high and price hasn't broke this low from this point. So we're in consolidation. We're in consolidation until when? Until we get a breakout, which is what we happen here. But for the most part, that's what it's telling us. We are in consolidation. It's also telling us, right, that this price right here, from this low up, from down in here, once we got to this price right here, this was the highest that price was going to go without resistance. Come on now, without resistance. So what just happened? Price came up and hit what? Resistance. That was the highest that price was going to go without resistance. Okay? And resistance did what? It pushed it back down. This was the low price was going to go without hitting that support, which is what it did, right? Push price back up. So as a trader, just understanding just that little bit gives you an edge. The first edge is we're in consolidation, so we're going to wait for a breakout. We're in consolidation, so we're going to wait for a breakout. Now, depending on what type of trader you are, there is opportunity for you to scalp the market as well, right? Because we know that basically what happened here, when price came down here, what did it do? It played around and pushed up right here, played around, pushed up right here, till it eventually what? Dropped back down to the same area that it previously rejected. This is the value of looking left. This is the value that looking left gives you. It lets you know, well, price did this before, it will likely do it again, right? Especially if you have 2, 3 or more touches to an area. Or if I should say, when you have 3 or 4, 3+ touches to an area, you should start preparing to look for a breakout. But I'm gonna pull it all together because we have to incorporate the trends, and I'll pull all of that together on other videos. But just for now, consolidation. What's the edge? Consolidation, right? We're gonna wait for a breakout. That's the first thing, right? Look left. What did price do before? Same. It came back to the same area right here as it did over here. What? And then push back up. So if you were scalping, you could have grabbed some pips there. Even if you was intraday, you could have grabbed some pips there as well. So understanding the edge, gathering the information that will give you the edge is going to position you for greater profits. So something as simple as that. So I am going to give, I don't know who's watching. I know that many of you will, and thank you for subscribing to the channel. For those that have already subscribed, thank you for hanging in there. I'm going to educate as best I can to get you all to a point where you are independently profiting in the market and you're properly utilizing the Simplicity trading system, right? Because it's a phenomenal system. I think it's the best in the industry. And trust me, I am in association with some phenomenal traders. And in my opinion, listen, they are very successful, but in my opinion, they're doing too much, right? We have simplicity and it holds true to its name. And that's why I resonate with it so much, because I like to keep it simple. So that's what you're going to get from my subscribers. And those that haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing so that you can stay close to the education, and so that you can also profit and benefit from that as well. So at this point, I'm going to give you all homework, and this is just for your own efforts, right? I want you to identify every time price went up, stopped, and turned around, drop a line. Went down, stopped, turned around, drop a line. Now, I know I have some advanced traders here as well. You may not feel the need to do that, but just so that you can continue to sharpen your skill and refine your skill, I would encourage you to do it. I know you know it, but I would encourage you to do it, and I would encourage you to look at the market with fresh eyes, right? With fresh eyes. Look left, look at the behavior, look at the patterns, look at the structure price has made in relation to where price is at the time, so that you can start to read price. That's the key. Everything on the chart tells a story, everything. But if we do not get good, really good at reading the story, then that's going to be reflected in our profit margin, right? So I encourage you all to just do that homework, and inside the comments, just put done, 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 and keep doing that. And my next video, we'll go to the next level, the next step. We're going to build a house, and it's not going to be built on sand. It's going to be built on the rock, right? Solid foundation. So with that being said, I cannot wait to see you all on the next video. Y'all have a great one. Bye-bye.